Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were doing some fun things with dimension hopping, and actually that was the episode before. We got a draconium dimension. We were able to get a crusher up and running thanks to this dragon egg mill. And we started working on getting some draconic stuff together because, well, we're gonna need it. So we have the draconic energy crystals, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I have been working off camera just a little bit. And we should be pretty close. We are done. Cool. So we have all of the draconium blocks that we need to make the gigantic tier 7 energy core. Now, what does this want us to make? That's blood altar. I saw a number. I was like, wait, hold on. It only wanted to wanted us to make a tier 6 energy core. We're gonna make a tier 7 because why not? So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we're not gonna do that today. Today's episode is gonna be kind of weird. I'll be honest. So we're gonna kind of jump around, do some other things, do some different things, and see what all we can get done. But one of the big things is I started building this platform. And this is going to be the platform for the rainbow generator. We're going to put the rainbow generator down here, and that's one thing that we're going to be looking at today a little bit more in depth. But the problem is the laser. So we're going to end up moving the void ore and void... Ooh, you are dark. The void ore and void resource miners. And I think what I'm going to do is put them this way. And have them like staggered, maybe. I don't know. I don't know that I want to have them in a line going that way, but we might. And then I'm gonna cut off a lot of this this platform, and it's gonna be a long platform that goes that way. I think the energy core we're gonna put back here as well, because with the wireless energy stuff, we shouldn't have to worry about things too much. Otherwise, we move all this stuff, which we definitely could do, and just put it here. Yeah, that might be what we do instead. And then for the solar panels, we'll have another platform back in here. We'll extend it one direction or another. I don't really care about the lightning rod. I don't know that it's ever produced any power. I actually have no clue. And all this stuff can honestly be picked up and removed. So that's probably what we'll end up doing. We'll just deconstruct the solar panel, put the lightning rod, and all that stuff, and put the draconic energy core here, and then we'll put the solar panel up here somewhere as well. Maybe that way a little bit. It shouldn't be too bad to do. So that'll kind of be the plan, and that's a lot of stuff I'm gonna do off camera. Something else I want to talk about is this building. I hate this building. I hate our little house. I'll be honest, it's so ugly. So we're gonna fix it up a little bit. And then we're also going to be doing some stuff with Tinkers. Like I said, the rainbow generator, and I don't know what else. We'll see if we can find anything else, any more achievements. But I have a lot of building stuff to do, and I just didn't feel like doing it. I never feel like doing that. So first things first, let's fix our house. And I know building is not something I do a lot, but something, is that spruce or that's dark oak, isn't it? Dark oak. It's something we kind of need to do a little bit more often, because part of the purpose of this series was let's build more and see what we can get built type of things. Make this base look somewhat pretty. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to make a little bit of an overhang. Oops. And we need to get some slabs on both sides. Because I don't necessarily... I considered tearing this house down, but I realized it would be a lot more problems than it's worth. So if we just get some slabs now, we just really need to give it some depth, and that's something I need to remember a little bit better when building is Depth does so much. And like I have plans for this guy. This guy's not going to look nearly as flat later. We're going to have some stuff on the side, and then the roof, I'm not entirely sure what I want to make the roof out of. This is also going to have, this is going to be a little bit more flatter, but it's going to have things to fix that as well. So that's already a lot better. We're going to do two more things to it to make it a little bit nicer, if I can select the right thing. So the first thing we're going to get is yellow. Nah. Can I, out of curiosity, chisel these? That'd be kind of cool. Nope. Okay, so let's get some bone meal and some glass. And I believe it's like this, right? Yeah. So we can get some white stained panes. And this is going to go, we're going to put right here a nice little window. Let's make it symmetrical. Nothing wrong with that. And then over here, we're going to do something similar. And from the outside, that should look a lot better. I don't like the roof that well, but I'm going to live with it. And we're going to do one last thing. Actually, dark oak, would this make it look better? The roof is, the problem with the roof is that I went very abruptly flat. I could make it a little bit more peaked, but I don't know if that is what I want to do or not. That is the wrong way. Oops. Okay, so does that look better? Not, a little bit. Okay. So, another thing we could do is something like that. It's too much. I don't know that I like this overhang, so we can get rid of that. The other thing we can do, like I said, is just build it up a little bit more. But, and I can always do like a fake roof. So if we get rid of this, we could build it up just a little bit more and put these guys like so. And I'll need to light that up a little bit, but that's a little bit better. I don't know. I might mess around with the roof still. For now, let's just get rid of these guys. And last thing I want to do, which I think might look kind of nice, is... Hello, Mr. Zombie Pigman. Is we are going to add a decorative chimney thing. But not really anything that's, like, important. So let's get some stone bricks. Get some stone brick stairs. We'll need some more stone brick themselves. And we might even want a few stone brick slabs, so let's get just a few of those. And right over here, we're just going to build up something that's completely and utterly fake, but might look kind of nice. Let's get this right. You know what? Let's... What happens if we make it one more block? And then something like this. And obviously I need to fix this one. Something like that. It's not bad. Alternatively, we could do a little bit more work with it, but I don't want to extend the platform. And it's a little less ugly. I still don't like the roof, but ignoring that, I think it's a lot better. So, yeah, that's the building you're going to get from me. And I want to get better at building, I'll be honest, but it's hard. Just because I don't like some of the styles that you can build with. So it's a lot of questioning of how exactly I want my style to look like. But we'll not worry about that today. I'm going to do something about that roof. I don't know what yet, but I need to fix that roof. So, the next thing we're going to do, we need to make, for an achievement, it's back this way, we need to make a melee tinker's weapon, or any weapon that does 90 or more damage. Technically, this has 37 attack. We're going to try to make one that's a tinker's, and for that we're going to need a lot of paper. So what we're going to do is come over here and stencil table. We're going to need a large sword because we're going to make a paper cleaver. So we need 2 tough tool rods and a plate. So there's the sword itself. Tough tool rods and a plate cast. Let's just put all of these in there. So plate, and we need more paper. That's not that big of a problem. We can always get more paper. And then tough tool rods, we just need 2 of these. And we should be able to make a paper cleaver. Now, why are we making this completely out of paper? Well, it's going to have 5 modifiers. And that's what we want. Its current attack is 4. 4.5. But that's pretty awful. So now, we're just going to get some quartz. We're going to get a ton of quartz. Why? Because we're going to add nothing but quartz to this guy. And that should eventually give it the sharpest. Can we go any farther? Yes. And max level for sharpness already reached. So without being anything like good, just paper, it is at 17, almost 18 damage. And now we just need to make some new, well, weapons for it. So tool, like, if we give it, for example, a manulin blade, which I think we need just 8 manulin, it'll be a lot better. Now, do we have a cast for a large blade? Of course not. So we're going to need a little bit of gold, as well as the cast itself, something to cast rather, another part. Part builder will make it out of stone, large stone blade, and yeah, this shouldn't be too much of a problem. We just gotta wait for this to smelt up. So I realize that we probably won't be able to make a melee weapon that does 90 or more damage with tinkers, at least not with this version of, well, with this mod pack. There is some things we're missing that would be nicer, could help with that a little bit, but they're not here. So we'll let that melt down and we'll get a manulin blade. Now, if we want to make even better, an even better blade, we can upgrade our draconic sword. And we've seen this before, I think. Maybe not in this mod pack, but actually no, we haven't seen it. We've seen it in old versions of Draconic Evolution, but I don't know that I've ever done it in the newer version. So if we want to get upgrades, we need these upgrade keys. And we're going to want attack damage, and it's going to require a lot of draconic cores. And we can go up to wyvern level, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how this works. Let's consult the guide. So, not that. Draconic Sword. 35 base attack upgradable to 61. So we can get close. Let's see. Upgrade system. So we can see all this. Most upgrades have 4 tiers. Each upgrade requires a different ingredient. And all that kind of fun stuff. So I guess level chaotic 1, 2, 3 basic requires the previous one. So let's make 3 and see if we can get. We actually might have some golden swords. We do. We're just missing cores. No, what are we missing? Oh, we're missing draconium. Let's go ahead and get 2 stacks of that. And that should be pretty quick to make. We're going to make 3 of these upgrade keys. I don't know if we get these back or not. So, if we look at this, the basic tier is this. So we're going to need 2 Eyes of Ender, 2 diamonds, 2 golden apples, and a draconic core. So Eye of Ender, we're going to need 2 of these. Apple, we're going to need another golden apple. So let's just get that. 2 diamonds and a draconic core. And diamond. And we can basically go ahead and do this while we're waiting for other things, because it's just a pretty simple fusion craft. Let's get rid of all that, and this, and this. Now we are going to have to do a little bit of work. We're going to need some more draconic level stuff before we can upgrade it further, but we'll just go ahead and let that run. We can at least do the first 2 tiers, and then we can take this large blade and we'll just come over here and we can put our paper cleaver in there and replace it, and that will give us, well, 20 attack damage. So that is a better blade. So we have the 20 attack damage. There we go. That was easy enough. Oh, so we do get the keys back. Alright. Good to know. So this is already at 45 attack damage. We'll get the wyvern tier. Didn't I make some of these keys before? I did. I made the attack. So we can use that later. But we did the first one. So let's get the second one. Let's see if we can get the second one anyway. So if we want wyvern tier, we're going to need 2 nether stars, 2 draconic cores of wyvern core, and emeralds. So 2 emeralds. Cores. We're going to need a wyvern core. We need 2 draconic cores. Nether stars. I still have 2. And what was the last thing? Oh, that's it. Alright, so let's get this taken care of. And we can't upgrade it any further because we don't have enough draconic level fusion crafters. I haven't done that yet. We can do that. It's just I haven't gotten around to it yet. Because we'll need what? It's very similar. It's two nether stars, 2 wyvern cores. So it's still 8 things. We only have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll get there, but not yet. So let's see how close we get to the 90 attack damage. I have a feeling we're going to be pretty close because we have the sharpness 3 on there. And something we can also do, it's only 54. Wow. That's not very much. So something else we can do is, because I don't think we can use the chaotic core. Yeah, we can't attach it to anything yet, and it requires a ridiculous amount of energy. It's not implemented yet, basically. So sharpness, how can we get a sharpness book? I believe sharpness is quartz. So we just want a sharpness 3. So let's grab a half a stack of quartz. Book and quill. Make sure we don't have a sharpness. No. Okay. Feather. And then ink. And then lapis. And let's grab 50 levels. Why not? Sharpness 2. So it's probably 48. So let's grab some more quartz. That is sharpness 4. That's sharpness 5. You know what? Let's just go straight to sharpness 5. And we should be able to... these don't have... what is the button? T? Do these have... No, they do not. Okay. So we have to enchant these. It used to be that Draconic Evolution had... better things, like how to explain this. They would have basically inventory slots, so you didn't have to enchant it directly. But there is a Draconic Sword that has 55 attack damage. Now, I realize I should probably wait on this because the Staff of Power is probably better. The Draconic Staff of Power has 6 base attack. Yeah, it is much, much better. So we could probably upgrade that. And it'd be a lot easier. So, oh well, we can always disenchant. Levels are not really much of a thing. Or anything like that. So we can always disenchant. So, okay. We'll come back to the melee damage once we get the Staff of Power. Which in order to get that, we're just going to need a lot more Awakened. Which just means more Dragon Hearts, which I don't have any of. So yeah, that's going to be something. Our Dragon Dimension, as good as it is not going to be useful just because of how the dragons act, unless we can get something really powerful to kill the dragons with. So, which we could do. We could make a really nice crossbow, potentially. Anyways, let's talk about one last thing. We have a bunch of generators that we need to power. So how does this work? Can I? Nope. Yeah, let's just do generator, and that should be good enough. So how does the rainbow generator work? Well, when all other generators, so there is 16, I believe. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 generators. When they are generating power, the rainbow generator will kick on and generate a lot of power thanks to all of them. The rainbow generator does not need any power. We can actually place it down, and it will tell you that all these generators are missing. So if we put, for example, a survival generator next to it, it says that it's not running. And so if we just grab some coal, this guy can be turned on pretty easily and it'll start generating power. And this guy will say, you know, all these generators are missing, but it has the survival generator and it's generating power, so that's good enough. So what that means is we need to power each and every one of these generators to get the rainbow generator to activate. So we need to get everything together so that these guys can generate. So for example, the survival generator will probably just use coal. That is like the easiest thing. It takes anything that burns and it generates things very slowly. So we'll just use coal. We have a lot of it. Why not? We have 31,000. So coal is for survival. Now we can also use coal for the overclock generator, as well as the furnace generator. All those can be powered by coal. We'll probably end up doing that. So let's get some chests and kind of start separating these guys out. We're going to put this all down here, so we're just going to put some chests down here. So we have coal. We're going to need to import coal, and that's not too big of a deal. We'll have our system, we'll have a line from our refined storage system come over here, importing coal. What I'll probably end up doing, and this is just kind of the idea, is if we import into a drawer system, and then, or into a singular drawer, we can have a little bit of backstop basically, and then we can kind of power things a little bit nicer. Because the other thing we can do is if we take a look at one of these generators, it doesn't much matter which, we can turn it so that it's redstone on or always on. We'll have them all on redstone on so we can control when they turn on based on just a flick of the lever. So we can basically activate our rainbow generator whenever we want to. And that's not going to be too hard, and it's going to be a lot easier if we use like ender conduits and all that kind of stuff. So things that take coal for generation are these three, and we're just going to put these together to kind of organize things. So we have coal, we have our first three. So the next one, ender generators. So if we look at this guy, we're going to need ender pearls or eyes of ender. Now, oh man, that is a good, that is a decision to make. So if we look at ender, we have a lot of ender pearls, but eyes of ender are a little bit more efficient. They last twice as long for each item, and that's kind of the more important thing. I don't really care about how much power they produce, but they last twice as long. And so the question is, we have a lot of blaze lamps. We have a lot of blaze rods. We have a lot of blaze powder. Well, but not that much. That's one that I'm not entirely sure. So if we just use ender pearls, we are getting ender pearls from our, don't we have an ender farm? Yeah, where this stuff is coming from. Is that still running? I actually don't know. I don't even know where it's at. Do I still not have a thing for the end? I do not. So let's go to the end real quick. And do I have, yeah, I have an Enderman farm. How is that being activated, or is it? We'll lock that. So let's come out here to the Enderman farm. And then we'll go home. Is this still activated at home? Yes. So how's the Enderman farm working? Or does it? It looks like it is. Okay. So the other question, I guess, is, are we like full up on the drops or something? Because they should be storing over here. Yes, that's what it is. So we can get more drops if we just do something like this. Storage upgrade. You know, we don't need the generators actually, so let's just get rid of that. Emerald storage upgrades. And I want to look at the Ender Pearl stuff. And we'll just do that. Cool. So we'll be able to store a lot more Ender Pearls. So I think we'll just go with Ender Pearls. That will be good enough. For the Ender Generator, so we're going to kind of double up on things a little bit. So we'll need Ender Pearls for this guy. Not a problem. So the next one, let's see. Explosive Generator. This guy needs TNT or gunpowder. Because it's a lot easier to get. How much gunpowder do we have? We have 2,000. We get more if we did some fairly simple things. Namely, we turn that off, and we'll start getting everything else spawning, and that will be good. So gunpowder is the obvious answer for this one. Let's turn our magnet off and dump off some of this stuff. Oh boy, that is full of things. Alright, so we'll just grab some gunpowder, and that will be what we'll use. And we're already getting more, so that one is easy enough as well. Alright, with that taken care of, the next chest, what, I meant to leave the stack in here, but that's fine. Okay, so what else do we have? Well, we have culinary generator, death generator, and slimy generator. Let's go with these three, because these are ones I know we can do something with. So the slimy generator requires slime and milk. Hold on, let's get some slime. We have a lot of slime balls, so that's not too much of concern. We can get more as well, but let's place this guy down. Does he actually need milk? He does. So we're going to need to fill that with buckets of milk. That is one we still need to work on. Alright, death generators. Death generators are actually pretty easy. We can use bones, wither skulls. That would be interesting. But they're all 20 seconds, so we're going to be best to do either bones. We have 2k bones, or rotten flesh. I think we're going to be best to go with bones. And just for the sheer fact that we can just upgrade this and get a ton more bones. So that's what we'll do for the death generator. For the culinary generator, any type of food works. So that's kind of the best way to handle this. And yeah, there's a lot of foods. So let's just kind of, let's see, eggs. We have a ton of eggs. But at the same time, we have no eggs more. We have no more eggs in our system, which is nice. We have 200,000 eggs, and we can turn that into things like some of the really simple things, like batter. That's not very good. Fried eggs, which is a light meal. Scrambled eggs, boiled eggs. Scrambled eggs are actually pretty good, and we could use that in the culinary generator. So that is probably going to be the best. We'll just need to hook up. Do we have a... Oh, these are conduit facades. We could hook up just a pretty basic storage bus type thing or something. Otherwise, we can find a different food. What else do we have that's a lot of? Like, what's something we have a lot of, rather? Food-wise, not really anything. We do have a lot of pig essence. We could use pig. Pork chops. We could also wait until we get our farm up and running and grow like carrots or something like that, and then turn them into golden carrots. That could be easy enough. So not entirely sure yet, but it's gonna take all those eggs. We could, I think, let's try to go for golden carrots. Mostly because in the culinary generator, those are just a minute. How easy is it to make like bread? We're also gonna need dragon's breath. We're gonna need a lot of dragon's breath. That's something we're gonna have to automate as well, or collect a lot of. Is there a recipe for this? No, of course not, because the halitosis generator, we can only use dragon's breath. So we'll need to get a good bit of that before we can do anything else. Oh boy, what else can we do? Heated redstone. This requires lava and redstone, and the magmatic requires lava. So these guys are not too difficult. We can set up a system to make lava. There's a few different ways. To get lava, we can use fire essence. We can also... Is there no machines? I guess we can use crucibles. We could have a full system of crucibles, and these things can make a good bit of lava. So that's something to kind of consider. And we'll want a drum of some sort, demonically gargantuan. That is probably going to be our best bet. These hold a lot of stuff, so and demon ingots are actually really easy to get. So that will be something we'll work on as well. Because currently we don't have much lava. We have 23 buckets. So these guys will need lava. This will need food. Let's just take all of these guys. Frosty generators need ice or snow. So snow is actually, I mean, we have a lot of snowballs. How about ice? We don't have much ice, but we have a lot of ice essence. So that's a potential. But I think we're going to go with snowballs. Just because, does it matter too much on... Ooh, those do not last very long. But ice lasts 2 seconds. So we'd be going through a lot of snowballs, unless we did ice. So let's see, is there a good way to make ice easily? Ice essence. Packed ice, no. Snow we could get, but I think snowballs will be the best way, and then we just mass produce it. We could do a couple of things. Otherwise, we'll use ice. I mean, I do have a lot of ice essence. Was it the corners? We actually get more packed ice if we just do this. Okay, that makes sense. Packed ice is harder to get. Okay, pink generator. We need anything that's pink. Dirt evidently works. That's interesting. But what we'll probably just do is pink dye. Pink dye will be the easiest. Disenchantment is going to be difficult because this requires enchanted books. And so we'll need to come up with a system to make enchanted books for it. Luckily, we do have things like the enchanter, which should be able to make... I guess I can't make books. We can get enchanted books automatically. That's not too bad. The potion generator obviously uses water bottles or potions. And so we could set up an auto brewing system for that. And the nether star generator, well, nether stars. So I'll need to get a good quantity of those before we can start anything else. So that's kind of where we're at. Pink generator is easy enough. Turns out the frosty generator is going to be nice and simple. And then the death generator is, an awful generator. Do note that the death generator creates a very bad effect if you're near it called doom that will kill you. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to spend some time off camera. I need to fix this roof. I think if we fix the roof, everything else will look fine. It just looks dumb. I think it's because it's too flat at the top. If we just send it up a little bit farther, it should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna get to building, rearranging some stuff, moving this guy. Probably won't send him back up yet, but we'll move things back this way. And next time, I'm gonna hope to have this guy ready, so we can build the gigantic tier 7 thing. And then I'm also going to start looking at automating things for the rainbow generator, as well as getting the end crystals. These guys, how bad are they? They require nether stars. That's not awful. So that we can summon in more dragons and get some more dragon hearts, which we can use to get more awakened draconium. I think what we'll end up doing though is making a crossbow. And hopefully I can make one that's strong enough to kill dragons in like one hit. Go back to the dragon dimlet and deal with them. Maybe that's what we'll do instead of resummoning the dragon. I don't think that's a thing. We will need more eggs, but that's something we'll worry about later. So yeah, that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!